we will begin. The goal of today's break is that you should leave feeling better, not worse. Begin today lying on your belly. Lying on your belly is a good way to promote serotonin that is in our belly receptors. So it's naturally occurring in our bodies. And to promote the release of that serotonin, just spending some time on your tummy helps release that serotonin to our bodies. Begin prone or lying on your belly. You can modify lying over a pillow if you find this position is difficult to breathe. Resting your forehead on your hands. If this is comfortable, you can start in this position, or you can remove the pillow for a cobra or modified locust pose. For cobra or modified locust, bring your hands to your rib cage, sliding the shoulder blades down the spine as if you're tucking your shoulder blades into your back pockets. Press up, extending through the thoracic and cervical spine. Returning to head on hands position. Repeating locust pose, sweeping the hands above the head and bringing the hands to rib cage, pressing up, sliding the shoulder blades down the rib cage, slowly lower back to your hands, forehead resting. Repeat that cycle 3 times. Sweeping the arms overhead, drawing the shoulder blades down, hands to rib cage, pressing up, dropping the shoulders from the ears. You should find with each movement, it gets a little bit easier, a little less stiff. Repeat that again, sweeping the arms down, hands to rib cage, and pressing up. Again, if you need to modify this pose, you can keep the pillow under your belly for a more comfortable movement. Let's complete one more. And then returning to your tummy, head on hands. I want you to imagine that you are going to lift your head off your hands as if you're smelling something bad. So you're lifting the head away from the hands, using the muscles in the back of your neck. Resting the head back down, we're going to add on to that movement. So you'll lift the head, sweeping the arms down to the side, lifting the arms into a T, squeezing the shoulder blades, and then returning the hands, palms facing down and head down, sweeping the arms back up. We're going to repeat that cycle. First, lift the head as if you're smelling something bad. Sweep the arms down, using the shoulder blades on the rib cage to form that T position and lifting like an airplane, squeezing those shoulder blades. Relax back down, fingertips touching, and sweep back to the start. We're going to repeat that cycle 3 more times. Lifting head, slowly sweep down, lift, pinching the shoulder blades together, setting the fingertips down and returning. If you notice any challenges in your shoulders while performing this motion, think of finding your shoulder blades and using those muscles on your shoulder blades, on your rib cage, to perform the movement, to create space in your shoulders. Coming back to hands on head, and now going into an all fours position, hands and knees. Please make sure your mics are muted. I'm hearing some background noise. Going into a cat-cow, raising into angry cat, and then sinking down between the shoulder blades, and then raising back up. As you arch up, pull those abdominals up, engaging those abdominals as you breathe, and then exhaling and relaxing between the shoulder blades first, and then sinking. Again, we're doing some spinal mobility, moving the nerves, using the abdominals, and just breathing. We're flossing the nerves in your back with this motion, engaging the abdominals, sending air into the back of that rib cage. So as you breathe in here, sending air into this upper back, and then exhale, sink through the shoulder blades. Let's do a few more repetitions of that cat-cow. And again, this should just feel good. Once you've completed 5 repetitions, go ahead and sit back into child's pose, wide knee child's pose. Again, resting your belly on your thighs. You can either rest your forehead on the mat or the floor. And just breathe in your nose, letting your belly expand into your thighs. Exhaling and sinking through those shoulder blades. With each exhalation, you'll try to sink back towards those heels. Breathing in, elongating that spine, reaching fingertips. Exhaling and sitting back towards your heels. Rocking out of child's pose, back to all fours. We're going to prepare for some spinal mobility. Using your opposite arm, opposite leg. So if you're starting with your right arm, you will extend your right arm and your left leg, nice and long, as if your fingertips are reaching towards the wall and your foot is reaching towards the opposite end, and you're balancing a glass of water on your spine. You're going to inhale and curl your abdominals, bringing knee to elbow, carving out that middle, and extending nice and long. You're going to repeat that, carving it out, extending long. You can draw your toe down, shooting that foot towards the opposite opposite end, carving it out again, drawing in abdominals and out. Balancing that glass of water, your cup of coffee, right on your spine. You're going to try to keep it level and not rotate. Engage those abdominals and allow them to help you flow through the movement. If you need to pause in this position right here, gain your balance, hold, 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 and then carve it out. And hold. Bringing it back to all fours, you're going to change sides. So if you started with your right arm and left leg, you're going to now extend your left arm, your right leg. Think of extending nice and long, as straight as you can get your body. Opening up the spine, reaching with fingertips and toes. Curl and extend long. Inhale and curl, extend long. Always keeping the abdominals engaged to help you with the movement. Again, pausing in this position and holding your balance, finding all of those muscles, and then curling again. Can you maintain your balance, your cup of water, without spilling it as you go through the movement? Coming back to all fours. Let's rest back into a child's pose again. Walking the arms out and just breathing. Let's get ready for resting Shavasana, prone or over a pillow, with cervical rotation or neck rotation to one side. So you can either use your prop of a pillow and lie over your pillow, especially if laying on your tummy without a pillow you feel some low back pain. You want to put a pillow underneath your belly. Otherwise, if you have no pain or discomfort lying on your tummy, you're going to turn your head to one side for resting Shavasana. And you're just going to breathe, noticing if you have more mobility in your neck, or do you have limited mobility and unable to keep your head turned? So just doing a body scan in this position, noticing where you were tight. Is it now loose and relaxed? Did your mind stay centered, or did it wander? Turning your head to the opposite direction, noticing your mobility in the opposite direction, resting here, staying in the moment, moving through these movements today. What did you learn, or what did you discover? If you noticed a movement that felt different, or it felt like a problem, feel free to reach out to either myself, Rochelle, the physical therapist, or Jared. Preparing to return to a seated posture. Come up to hands and knees into a seated posture. Taking a nice inhale, bringing arms up overhead, hands together, stopping at your head. Bringing hands to your head, may you have a calm mind today. Bringing your hands to your lips, may you speak kind words today. And bringing your hands to your heart, bringing peace and joy to your day. Namaste. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't see the number.
16-ish.